to survive and to flourish in over 280 plus years, you need to constantly evolve. That is ingrained in the DNA of the organization.
I am your host, Pat McCarthy, and this is Transformation Architects. Hello, everyone. I'm Pat McCarthy, and I want to welcome you all to Transformation Architects. It's a video series from Google where we examine how the most visionary leaders of today use technology to catalyze business evolution. Today, we're in Silicon Valley, and I am very pleased to be joined by Gil Perez from Freshfields. They're a globally recognized law firm founded in 1743. Gil, welcome to Transformation Architects.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to join you here.
Gil, so you came from the tech industry into the legal field, and you're the Chief Innovation Officer inside of Freshfields. I'd love to hear more about the scope of your role, what you're responsible for, and the impact that you look to have on the organization.
Sure. So really, the challenge that I have as part of this position of being a Chief Innovation Officer is two things. One, to future-proof the firm. So how do I begin looking forward on what's around the corner, experimenting, testing, and beyond that, then beginning to implement it to the point that you have the adoption in the firm. The second thing is changing the culture to a tech friendly, a tech native, an AI native environment.
When you think about the work you had to do to change the cultural mindset, to get people to think differently about leveraging technology, was there a framework or was there a set of principles that you brought to the conversation to help the organization progress?
You need to have the right mindset. And obviously, one aspect of the mindset is the commitment and the message from the top. But the second one is the ability to change and evolve. Then, assuming that you have the alignment and everybody is behind the changes, being able to actually execute that. And that requires mastery. That requires proficiency. So how do you now provide, the skill sets, the upskilling, the training to the team members, as well as the tools and, more importantly, the frameworks to do that in a responsible manner. And there's a lot of details around that. So that's the second phase. And that needs to be viewed as a continuous and ongoing effort.
Yeah, it's not like you turn on a light switch.
Exactly.
And it's like you are constantly doing this.
Yeah, it's more about the ongoing energy that you need, the power that you need to source into that light bulb in order to keep it going. Yeah. And then last but not least, when the organization starts adapting, mastering, having the proficiency, guess what happens? Ideas start to pop. And then, but I can do this, but I can do 10 times better if I could have just this additional step or this additional functionality. And that's really when the transformation happens.
So it's not a 3 steps, it's a cycle.
Yes,
right?
Correct.
Yeah,
100% correct.
Yeah, that's really great. So when that starts to happen, workflows are changing inside of the organizations, processes are changing inside of the organization. Are there examples that you'd like to share, or things you can think about where the organization has adopted new sets of capabilities that have transformed how work gets done? 2025
was, in essence, we moved from experimentation to what we call the year of the prompting. And really, prompt engineering and prompting is the base capability. And so we focused on giving everybody the confidence. And that is the year also that we put in the right regulatory and controls and privacy controls, security controls, everything in order to actually use all of the tools that we have on client matters. Yeah. So I'll give an example. A very basic use case is document summarization. Everybody can use that and does that, whether you're in the legal space or outside. But it's a very big difference if you're trying to summarize a document. Are you trying to summarize 10 documents? Are you trying to summarize 100,000 or 1,000,000? And so you use Notebook LM as a way to, use up to, if you want to summarize up to 300 documents, files, you can throw them all into Notebook LM and get a quick summarization of them.
You view the importance of prompts, the structure, the content, the way that they're put together as being as rising in importance. Maybe people are not thinking about those as the way they should, whether that's differentiation, whether it becomes truly intellectual property. Can you just maybe expand a little bit, kind of like what you think is going to happen?
I think we're going to need, as an industry and as corporations, to begin viewing prompting really as a core asset and intellectual property, and address it just like we're addressing any other key asset of the organization.
Yeah. So you had your experimentation period, your prompt period. Now,
what we're doing right now is getting people to really be confident and proficient on what we call the personal agents. 2027, we view that as the year that we would move into the agentic enterprise.
Yeah, I think that progression is super interesting. I really believe there's this inaction tax. If people wait too long, it's not like you're just going to show up and be there. You have to go through these stages. You need this experimentation.
I actually think legal use cases and usage of AI in legal will become a poster child of the AI industry.
Gil, thanks again for joining us on Transformation Architects. This has been an exciting conversation, a great explanation of your AI journey, and we're really excited about continuing our partnership.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Our mission on this series is to take these ideas off of the whiteboard. We're here to share these stories of those who've moved past the experiment phase to achieve true enterprise-wide change. Don't forget to subscribe and join us for the next installment. We'll see you all soon.